Hello, hello. We were playing more Crash games. Yesterday we played a weird one, the infamous uh, tag team cart,
Tag team racing.
tag team racing, which was odd and uncomfortable and very scrungy. Now we're playing, what is this, the second in the series of just straight up platformers?
This is the fourth straight up platformer. This is the first one not developed by Naughty Dog.
Oh,
It's
okay.
instead developed by Traveler's Tales, who went on to do like the Lego games and stuff.
Right, right. Dr. Neo Cortex.
Yes, very good. Not
Oh, yeah.
Doctor Insano.
I've studied up, and then there's Crunch Bandicoot.
That's not Crunch Bandicoot.
Ah, god
He
damn
is.
it.
This is the game that introduces him, though.
I see, okay. Dr. N. Jin.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an expert now. I think I have picked it up to the extent that I could make some sort of Crash Bandicoot fan site and host it on GeoCities and have a what Crash character are you personality test.
This game also looks very scrungy.
Yeah, but I think it's less scrungy somehow.
This game, there's like wild differences between the versions because this is another one that was developed for Xbox, GameCube, and PS2. I've only played the PS2 version, so I don't know like what weird graphical glitches we'll find in this one.
It'll be interesting. It seems like generally, the Xbox was the most powerful, and then a pretty big gap, and then GameCube was like slightly more powerful than PS2, but the GameCube had like way more wacky architecture and less disk space. So it was like a crapshoot. Yeah, there was like no way to make something good for all three consoles reliably.
It's just the plot.
Sure,
There's the elemental masks,
Okay.
which are evil masks that they're going to use to help them defeat Crash.
Why do they hate Crash?
Because in Crash 1, Crash was like a Bandicoot being tested on by Cortex and he escaped.
Yeah, okay, I can kind of remember this.
And then he went back for his girlfriend and destroyed all of Cortex's stuff.
So it's just revenge.
Yeah.
It's not like he's actively doing something to their detriment or whatever.
Yeah, they're just evil.
He's just chilling and they're gonna come and kill him.
Yeah.
And it's not like they have other ambitions.
This looks really scary.
This looks really... I love this water texture. See, he's just living his life, man. They could just leave him alone and it would be fine. This foretells the elemental masks, perhaps?
Yes.
Let's see. Mask of water. I don't know if that's the right effect to use when you get hit by a wave. Looks like getting beaten up in a dark alley. It's kind of like a Morgan Freeman sound like.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are those chickens here?
No. The chickens
Good.
the chickens are just for tag team racing.
Oh no. Oh, there they
Elemental
are.
Masks.
It's kind of interesting that the elementals are like evil. Normally in fiction, spirits of elements are like good or at least like neutral, It's kind of weird to be like the embodiment of wind and water is like bad. They hate you and they're coming to kill you.
I forgot how long this cutscene is. Jesus Christ.
We're coming in at about 5 minutes so far. There's a lot of lore. Nice little comedic smash cut there.
What do you think about his lips?
Coming at it from what context?
Is it racial?
I think it's a little racial. I think this series has perhaps a problem with racializing their anthropomorphized like sticks or animals or whatever. They kind of come at it in the vein of classic Looney Tunes, which is maybe not recommended these days in terms of building up a caricature.
Oh, this is a good shot.
Oh, damn. Nice textures. You can't make that any smoother. I guess this was meant to be on a CRT. Oh, shit. It's a sphere. It's Blitzball. So it's like the genetic testing thing made Coco a genius, but it made Crash stupid. Or he didn't get smarter, or something, right?
Coco was only introduced in the second game. It's unclear where she came from.
Oh, I thought she was Crash's sister.
Yeah.
He was trying to save his girlfriend.
Yes.
Where she's at?
She left him for Pinstripe. That's part of the lore.
Oh, man. Yeah, okay, I kind of remember this. This is a cool effect. I think this has aged all right.
Yeah. This is
The,
just
like,
copying
hologramic
kind
thing.
of what they did in Crash 3.
Hmm.
A lot of this game is just riffing off of Crash 3.
So is this seen as kind of like,
I wonder if that's crunch.
not I guess that you'd know because you were probably like 4, but was this controversial that Naughty Dog gave up the series to somebody else?
Well, I think this was common practice at the time because, like, Insomniac sold off Spyro at the same time.
Huh.
They both did 3 games on the PS1, and then for the PS2 generation, we're doing something else.
Interesting. And it's, in both cases, they went on to make kind of like more mature games.
Yeah,
than,
Jack and Daxter and
Uncharted and stuff.
Uncharted and stuff, and Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank. Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank is Naughty Dog?
Insomniac.
Insomniac, right. So I guess it's kind of like, oh, we want to move on, but there's still a lot of money to be made with this character. Is this a loading screen?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, we're about to get to the first level. We're 8.5 minutes in. I don't think that's that bad, but I mean, if you're like a ADHD adult child, I think it's probably pretty extreme. Get this game for Christmas Day. Oh no! What the hell? Ignore, I think.
Ignore for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. That was odd.
Never seen that before.
Never, yeah. And we've been playing a lot of Dolphin. Like, it said that CPU threading was too fast. It's unclear what that means. Alright, but yeah, this seems to me to be pretty much the classic Crash. We got the behind the back kind of like hallway platformer. Shit coming out of the sides to hit you. We got all sorts of crates and Wumpa fruit and animals to pulverize. Was this game seen as like a departure from the Naughty Dog ones?
I don't think so. I think it was just seen as, like, worse.
Interesting. Just because it's uninspired or because they kind of like fucked it up mechanically?
It's just basically like, I think for most people their favorite is Crash 2 because it's kind of the good marriage of like there's a bunch of new stuff but also it still like holds to kind of a classic formula.
Yeah.
Whereas Crash 3 has a lot of gimmicks and they lean pretty hard into those gimmicks here.
It's it really is almost like a perfect analogy with Donkey Kong Country as well. People typically have those sentiments. 2 is kind of like the apex, and then 3 kind of got up its own butt a little too much. And it's interesting too because that also had a takeover by another studio. But I think people saw that much more as like a return to form, where it was like a lot less gimmicky. And that was also like 10 years later.
Okay. Belly flop was not working.
Hmm.
There we go.
I think I had a friend who, when the PS2 came out, had this game. Because this is a pretty early PS2 game, right?
I think so, yeah.
I kind of vaguely remember this. Because I remember we were quite in awe of the graphics. Like, it was probably the first post-N64 platformer we played.
I just remember my dad, like, meeting my dad downtown at his job and going to the EB Games. And just being like, holy shit, there's a cool new game with my friend Crash on it. You know, no thoughts about the developer. Or...
Yeah. That's who they were trying to sell it to. You were the target audience. The kids won't know the difference. Fuck up that mammoth.
I'm not gonna fuck up that mammoth.
Why not?
Because I'll die.
Yeah, but now he'll live.
And
So
I'm
is it
trying
really
to
worth
go
it?
on this, the
Is
no
it really
death
worth
path.
it?
The path you get for not dying.
Oh, wow. Good for you. Now you get to play with a bunch of green boxes. Congrats. I do really like that they have, like, that sound.
Yeah.
That's a great sound. Well, nice.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. You just burned your
First
protection.
miss.
Yeah.
We
Still
got
no
the-
death.
We got the blue gem.
Alright, alright. Cutting up those gems.
Fuck.
This is looking like freaking Parkour Civilization. Y'all remember that? That's a dead meme, but not for me. I think about it every day.
I think about it every
I
day.
think about it every gosh darn day if I would jump for the beef or the chicken.
Oh, I suck for the beef or smoke cock for the chicken.
Which one is that not like the same? what is one of those harder?
Yeah.
Can you explain?
Would you smoke cock?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever tried to smoke dick before?
Like when Young Thug said no homo, we smoking penises?
Yeah.
I have done that, what that implies. That's just referring to a very large blunt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's particularly hard. It just takes a while. Oh, that's like a timed thing.
Yeah.
Ah.
The TNT crates.
Wait. This is the same level.
Yeah, because we didn't get the crystal.
Okay.
We got the special gem.
This is all kind of coming back to me from when we played the earlier ones. The multiple completions necessary and stuff. That animation.
Oh, that slowdown.
Wow, yeah.
Holy.
I was gonna say this game technically has impressed me so far, but back to back there was 2 things I didn't like. the way the like trigger thing too made the blocks spawn. It felt like under animated, you know?
That might be even just a quirk of the GameCube version specifically.
It very well could be. They could have had an effect that used some PS2 library that just doesn't exist on GameCube. And then you go, hee hee. Like, it actually gets so crazy in this era of 3D games specifically. Once you get to, like, the 360 was still a little jank, but, like, PS4 and onwards, you're basically just developing the games on computers, like, for a computer, you know? And everything is, like, very easy to emulate and stuff. But this era in particular, they were doing so many, like, goofy things with, like, effects animation and, like, fog and draw distances and stuff. It was like all these hacks to make 3D work on consoles that really can't actually support it very well. And so emulation has always been kind of like bad. Dolphin is like, I think, a pretty notable exception, but that's just because the Dolphin developers are some of the biggest geniuses in emulation. If you look at the state of like N64 emulation and stuff, there's so many games where they're like, we can't get the fog effect in this to work, so you just see things like popping all the time. All sorts of like fading and transparency and stuff. So yeah, all of this is to say, you're quite likely right. Things that just sort of pop in arbitrarily here could easily be something weird about the GameCube port. Okay, so this is another alternate path.
Yeah, this is just the bonus path.
Okay. Oh, he's cold. If you're cold, he's cold. This looks almost identical to the area in one of the older games we played where you were trying to get the big skip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's satisfying. Wasn't there like a invisible block? There's like an outline of a block.
Yeah, and then it got filled in.
Oh, I didn't notice. It's still that mammoth. Yeah, see, it just pops right in.
Yeah.
Really does feel like something should happen there.
Crystal?
Can you go to the side on top of those thingies? Or are they just in the background? Yeah, it looks like they're just background.
We got all the boxes.
Grats.
So the gem just apparates.
As it should. As all good gems do. I've seen Steven Universe. I know how it works.
I know about good gems.
I know about good gems. You sing and fuse. And some of them are gay. Right?
I think there's like a lesbian couple gem that gets married.
Okay, yeah. And that's all I know. And Steven is the main character.
Yeah.
But he's just a little human boy. Holy crap, wait. This is a totally different genre now. Oh my god, it's getting loud. What the hell?
Oh, baby.
What? Why is it doing that? What is even that noise?
I have no idea.
This is bizarre.
Anyways, this is a gimmick from Crash 3 that they just kind of took and were like, we'll do that again.
Yeah, this is like classic mascot platformer gimmick. Even Mario did this gimmick in Mario Land. One of the earliest Mario platformers suddenly had side-scrolling shooter sections. And it was just like, why? I don't know. What are you doing anyways? Why are you blowing these things up?
Because they're Cortexes.
But like, what are they?
I don't know. They're tornado generators.
They look...
Look, there's a tornado.
Oh. Well, that could be of great benefit to the local ecology if utilized properly. What the fuck is that noise?
How about this instead? How's that for your local ecology?
I got a Slack message. Who's Slack messaging me? U.S. product portal. Nice. Good. No, this is something I keep asking for them to make, and now they've made it, and I'm happy. Why is this guy so mean?
Because he's evil.
That's that's redundant. It creates a loop.
Oh yeah, here we go. They didn't put textures on this.
Oh. Huh.
In
Okay.
the PS2 version, it's like all one color.
Yeah, here this definitely looks like the dev tool to help them like orient it. Why did you get in the ball?
That's just the gimmick of this level. I don't know.
But like, there's no like conceit. There's no like cutscene of Coco.
There's no conceit to the mascot platformer?
Yeah, it should have a little bit of conceit.
Fucking geek.
In Mario, there's conceit.
Ooh, in Mario, there's conceit.
In Mario, there is conceit.
Crash doesn't need conceit. He wears jeans.
This does look kind of fun, though.
Yeah, these were my favorite levels in this game as a kid.
Is this also from Crash 3?
No.
Wow,
This is
an
original gimmick.
Nice. I like the constant crying bird in the soundtrack, too. Also, it seems like the hitbox attention for the Wumpa Fruit is like literally only Crash's body and not the ball.
Yeah.
That's rude. That feels like really rude to me.
Okay.
This also looks a lot like the Black Mage Village in Final Fantasy IX.
That's true, it does.
It's a positive association for me. It gets points for that as well. The soundtrack very awkwardly looped just now.
Yeah. It's fun when you play a game and you can see all the seams.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like charming in its own way.
Hey.
Dang, you got 20 lives.
Come here.
Oh. Uh-oh. What is... Oh, they can still keep going. Oh, this is like the end of the level.
Okay, this is just like
That's the intended path, I guess.
Ooh!
Oh, no!
Okay. Well, there were no boxes there, so... Whoa! What the fuck? This game's bad at showing you where you're supposed to be going sometimes.
Yeah, the camera there was like only an inch from your body. Oh, well, you got 20 lives. You gotta make use of them.
If you're not dying, you're not trying.
Exactly. What the hell?
What the hell?
I just got something very confusing for work.
I just got sent something racist from work.
I don't know if I'd go that far. What the heck?
What the Higgs boson is this all about? Bazinga?
Do you know what the Higgs boson is?
I don't want to talk about it.
But you brought it up. It's profoundly interesting, I promise.
It's not profoundly interesting.
How could it not be profoundly interesting? It deals with the very fabric and connective tissue of the universe. The whole frickin' universe.
The whole frickin' universe.
That's right. Thank you for saying it in your honest voice. Your genuinely interested voice. So it's interesting to me. Higgs boson's a good example. Sometimes there will be something that is developed like theoretically, you know? And then there's like a multi-decade quest to actually find the Higgs boson. But Higgs, who like gets to be the namesake of it, he didn't find it. He just said, well, this probably exists.
Because he's a Higgs bozo.
Yeah. Don't you think it should get that we should wait on naming it until we find it, and then whoever finds it gets to name it, and not just the person who says it probably exists?
I don't care.
Well, pretend that you did care. Imagine I'm in 1300s Spain, and I say, I think there's another continent out there in the ocean. I'm gonna call it Emily Erica, because I think it's out there. And then I don't do jack shit about it, and then they find it like 200 years later. Why would they still call it Emily Erica?
Well, wouldn't you want them to?
No, well, I mean, in that case, yes, but...
Well, exactly.
But it just kind of seems horseshit to me.
It seems kind of horseshit. You know what seems kind of horseshit? This guy.
Whoa. His shield didn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
These are, like, weird-ass enemies, man.
Yeah.
They're like... Something about just the totally... Oh, you, like, hit him into the box. That's cool. The way they, like, unceremoniously shrink and disappear is so bizarre.
Give me that fruit. Give me that fruit! Fucking whatever. I'm going ape on lizards and wizards.
Yeah, you definitely are. And they seem to offer no resistance or awareness of their mortality whatsoever. Oh, uh-oh.
Son of a bitch!
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it that?
Yeah. I've never 100% of this game. It's not fun. The later levels are such a bitch.
The all boxes requirement being like one of the primary successors, you know, like things that unlock stuff and give you gems and stuff. That seems really cruel to me. It's like playing Mario and saying you have to break every single brick, you know?
Ah!
Only the dragon can break the barrel. Surely you knew that.
Kind of walked through a wall there. Oh, my eyes itchy. Oh no.
Oh man, my eyes itchy right now too.
Oh my god, we're so in sync. Can't see shit in the club like I'm Stevie Wonder. Now the dragon can't get to us.
He's got little wings. Can he fly?
Oh, they're little wings. Look at how big he is.
Wow. There's a lesson in that, huh?
Yeah.
Don't outgrow your wings.
Don't outgrow your... That's like something an abusive witch would say to her child.
Kind of vaguely sounds like the sort of vapid sloganeering that we were doing all day yesterday. Oh, how did you extra jump?
Crouch jump.
Oh, shit. Secret path?
No death path.
The no death path.
Cool.
Ah. Just like the way they don't animate, they just shrink and slide away is so funny to me. Dang, this part is pretty intense, huh?
Okay, we got the green gem. Now we'll just die. That should keep our inventory and we can go back to where we... Yeah.
Nice, I see. That way you don't have to replay the whole level.
Yeah. Should have thought of that before.
This is what they call death abuse in some speedrunning communities.
Yeah. So they call death abuses in that one embarrassing Crash 2 run that happened at a GDQ where they were like, we like to kill ourselves in this game, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that got, like, really out of hands. I think, like, maybe the number one flaw of, like, speedrun commentary at GDQ... There's many. I think, you know, I would consider myself to be a big Games Done Quick fan overall. I watch it a lot every year. But I don't think it's unreasonable to say they still get some real stinkers. I think the biggest one is that they have to kind of just, like, hope that a joke is funny and then just keep doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Because they've, like, learned the lesson of, like, running jokes are funny and, like, bringing something up over and over again is funny. But they don't have, like, the sense or real-time feedback to know which one is funny. They just have to, like, pick one and then just keep doubling down on it.
Yeah. Well, it comes back to the fact that most of the people who do this are autistic.
No way. Really? Speedrunning? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's fascinating.
It's just, you know, one of the sad facts of life, I suppose.
I think that's one of the great facts of life. We're getting our best and brightest to be working on speedruns.
They need to all be working at tech companies.
Yeah, if it wasn't for speedrunning, they'd probably just be
Code monkeys.
code monkeys somewhere about to lose their jobs because of AI.
Check this fucking shit out.
This way they get to be like minor celebrities, make friends, build communities, and bring those times down. Oh, I definitely thought you were supposed to duck there. Instead, you just plow through it with your big, thick head. This is fun. I like this kind of tilting control thing. Is this an original gimmick?
Yeah.
Or a rehash gimmick? Nice, nice.
It's not like all the gimmicks are rehashed, it's just there's a lot of gimmicks.
Yeah. And they've, like, adopted the mentality of, like, well, it's the more gimmicks, the better. See, this at least had some conceit, though. At the start of the level, you get in the cart. You gotta give it up for the conceit.
You and your conceit.
I love a good conceit. Uh-oh.
Oh. The depth on that was weird.
The death animations never cease to amuse me.
Woo!
Whoa. Dang, look at him shake that thing. He's snooty with the booty.
Does Crash Bandicoot have ghetto booty?
With all of the racialized stereotypes in this game, I don't know if that's a question I can answer.
He went to heaven. Whoa.
Yeah, I gotta say, this level feels, like, very, very jank. Because, like, the drills don't really make any sense to me, and then these, like, projectile enemies I have a hard time reading, too.
Okay.
The theming is sick, though.
Talking to a brother without a brain.
Talking to a brother without a brain?
Yeah.
You mean Crash?
Yeah, he's kind of a brother without a brain.
He's kind of a brother without a brain. He really kind of is like your dog in a lot of ways.
That's why I love my dog so much, because he's like my favorite mascot.
He's just Crash coded. Is Crash really your favorite mascot?
Yeah.
More than Sonic?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there's pictures of me as like a 1-year-old holding the controller while my dad plays Crash Bandicoot.
Aww.
It's really like, it's not comparable.
Yeah, that's fair. I wonder, like...
It's just Sonic is easier to have autism about. People aren't really doing like Crash Bandicoot fan works in the same way.
You don't have like a Bandicoot OC?
No.
Maybe you should get one.
Maybe you should get one.
Cole the Bandicoot.
Just
What if I Google Cole the Bandicoot? Do we get anything?
probably.
Embryo concept art for Crash 4 by Nicholas Cole.
Oh, that's cool.
Who's Nicholas Cole?
I don't know.
He worked on the designs for Crash Bandicoot 4. Huh. Hey, did you hear this thing about Billy Joel announced that he has like a brain disorder and he canceled all of his upcoming concerts?
No, I didn't hear about that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
It's really sad, yeah. He has the hydrocephalus. It's where your head swells up.
Fuck. Fargan bastards. No way for all the fruit to empty out.
Then go again. Hey, but if you're not dying, you're not trying.
It's true, we've already established
We've
that.
established that. I did say if you're not drying, you're not trying, which
Well, you can't speak, so that's fine.
I can speak just fine. I've just been doing an awful lot of it lately, okay? Eventually your words fail you.
Woman who has trouble speaking, it's so great that she has a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Isn't it, like, encouraging? If I can do it, anyone can.
Come the fuck on.
Nice. Did you hear about a Chicago Post editor who got blasted? The Chicago Sun-Times used ChatGPT to generate a summer reading list article where it made up all of the books and authors. And then they just published it without, like, checking.
That's awesome.
I just was reading about this. What I don't get is, like, you can not do that now. There's models that will just, like, Google things for you. Like, you have to kind of go out of your way to use a model that doesn't Google anything and instead just make stuff up. It's very bizarre to me how an error like this can still happen in 2025.
Well, forgetting the people who are using AI for shortcuts are like retards.
Generally, yes. But
Ah!
it's like...
What the fuck?
Whoa, nice save. But you'd think, like...
The multi-bounces were instead single bounces for no reason.
Just classic bit of jank. Look at all these smoking fog effects. They were cooking. What the? Did that blow up like 50 crates?
Yeah, that blew up all the nitro.
Ah.
Well, there goes the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Now we have clean dishes.
Yeah, very good. We love to have clean dishes. We're kind of like a clean dish and growing household.
And now all the levels get locked off until you beat the boss. So So we're gonna have a rumble in the rocks. And
All
it's
right.
Crunch Bandicoot.
Now, has he been established yet? He was in the hologram,
Yeah. So
but do we know who he was? Are we gonna get like a flashback to his origin?
no, it's not an anime. It's a children's mascot platformer.
If it was Sonic, I learned a whole lot about Shadow.
Okay, so that's true. If it was Sonic.
If it was the goat.
But also,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
if it was Sonic, it'd also be a worse game.
Yeah, it would probably be like borderline unplayable.
It would be, because it would be Sonic Heroes.
Oh man. We gotta play that sometime. I need to know. This doesn't sound like boss music to me. What the? What?
We hit the rocks, and the rocks hit him.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough.
He's being boosted by the evil rock mask.
Right, right. That's his element of earth.
This was like one of the first games I remember like completing on my own.
That's exciting.
Remember, I don't think my dad ever beat it. Which he probably attributed to skill when it should really be attributed to the fact that the game's not very good. Come on. Oh my fucking god, this is like...
Plus, like, as a kid, I think you have more patience than an adult in a lot of senses, you know?
Yeah, it was way more of a, like, I'm gonna beat this game.
You can, make your way through the bullshit. Oh, I see. The meter at the top is showing you gotta get, like, all three your color.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty clever. Yeah, as a kid, I would just kind of do things over and over and over again until they worked. Whereas now I think...
But that did so much fucking
what the
damage
hell?
to me. What the fuck?
None of the earlier hits did anywhere near that much damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, the turn is so
Oh
slow.
god.
I don't know if this is like dolphin lag or if it's just like this shit doesn't work because I'm holding down right and it was like not turning me.
It could be a lot of things. Yeah, like as an adult, I think I'm much more willing in many more situations to be like, this is bullshit, I'm not doing it. One more.
Where are you?
There
Come
it
on.
is.
You're immobile.
No,
You're immobile.
you might just die here. Oh my gosh. No. He's so sad.
Okay, we're gonna give this one more try.
I think it's doable. I think you got pretty unlucky.
Okay. Where's the other rock?
Oh man. Oh.
Sir, where are the two rocks? Okay.
Oh, it starts with just two rocks.
Okay. That's fine, I guess. I guess I didn't deserve to hit that. Okay.
Nice, 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 nice. Good start, good start, good start.
After this, let's play Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, I want to see it. I've heard so many terrible things. Like, I've seen footage of it and stuff, but I've
seen
never
footage.
watched, like, a playthrough of it or anything. I've never experienced firsthand what it does to people.
It was like the first game my parents bought that was like specifically for me. They just kind of bought it on a whim because I'd been playing Sonic Flash.
Sonic Flash? Like Flash games?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
There were like Flash games that just basically were like remakes of Sonic Advance that I would play.
Yeah, I can remember those. Sonic Advance in particular seemed like it attracted a lot of... I guess because the sprites got ripped?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. This is it. This is the run.
We have no health left.
This is the run. This is the run. This is the run. Look, you just gotta get him one more time. Is it 4 rock?
Yeah.
Oh, tough. Oh,
Oh.
pieces of shit.
Okay.
Okay, got one.
Got one. Got two.
Nice. He dodged that one too. He didn't hit it. Nice. Oh, oh, oh!
Oh,
Frick.
okay. Don't touch it.
Yeah, how do you reset it when it hurts you to hit it?
Fuck.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. Son of a bitch. Urgh, give me that.
You just gotta wait until it's like super slow or something?
No! Fuck this fucking game.
Abandoned level! Sonic?
Let's play Sonic.
Alright. Fuck
Fuck
Crash.
Crash.
The era of Crash is over.